keeping focus on the big prize.
I'm not looking past Ben. I'm focused entirely on Ben. I just need to get through Ben to get to Varner, and that's my overall goal, is to get the rematch with Varner.
This fight is important for me because it's this next step in my career. This is my first step in the WEC towards a championship. It's the interim, so it's number one contendership. After this one will be for Jamie's belt.
Ben is very, very athletic, very explosive. He can come hard, come fast, and I plan on taking his body out.
Yeah, I don't need any other agendas. I don't need somebody else's name to pump me up. I will be the best, and I will win because I just don't want to lose. The
biggest challenge that Ben presents to me is the takedown, so that which is often, because this is a tailor-made fight for Varner, I can work on all the takedown defense I've been working on and get ready, sprawl and brawl, knock him out, and then go see Varner.
It doesn't matter whether or not Donald believes I have knockout power in my hands or not. He's going to see it tonight.
This fight is definitely going to live up to the expectation. I'm going to knock his ass out.
He is Ben Henderson. As Henderson makes his way out, born in Colorado Springs, Colorado, now living in Glendale, Arizona. A very talented wrestler, brings in a black belt in Taekwondo. Coming off a very impressive fight, Frank, back in April when he stopped Shane Roller. And early on, he looked to be hurt.
Yeah, no, that was a very impressive fight to show that not only is he a great athlete, but he has a lot of heart. In that fight with Shane, he got hurt early on, was able to weather that storm, get back up to his feet, and in turn knocked out Shane Roller and got a referee stoppage on that one. So that just shows not only is he a great athlete, but a lot of times great athletes don't have that extra quality because they're not used to going through adversity or hardship. He's shown us what he'll do when adversity strikes.
Ben Henderson making his way to the cage here in the AT&T Center. He is jacked up for this fight because he feels he's the guy to take on Jamie Varner for the belt.
And if he wins tonight, he is. This being the interim championship, whoever wins this fight tonight becomes the interim champion. And when Jamie Varner is now healthy and cleared and has to fight, that's who they're going to consolidate the belts and make it to his one champion. So he's put himself in that position through a victory tonight. And he should feel very confident because, again, his wrestling strengths that he has in the takedown area, that is what he'll need to do well against Donald Cerrone.
For Ben Henderson, a majority of his wins coming by way of KO, most of them by submission, and of course he has a very strong wrestling base. All right, Frank, for him to get the victory tonight, what does he have to do against Donald Cerrone?
Mix his takedowns and his striking. Donald Cerrone sometimes will just want to just stand there and strike with you and can forget about the takedown. So if he can get into Donald's mind about having to think about the takedown and possibly defending it, that'll take away from some of his stand-up ability. So that way he can equal it out. So if he can do a great combination of using his hands, his strikes, with his takedowns, he can really try to confuse Donald Cerrone. And then once he gets on top of Donald, don't fall asleep for even a second because Cerrone is excellent popping that triangle on. So he needs to impose his will from that area and continue doing good ground and pound and look for the submission. And look to actually win the fight, I feel, from the bottom, or excuse me, from the ground game.
How much does the Cowboy play in Texas?
Definitely going to be a fan favorite walking in here wearing a Cowboy hat in San Antonio, huh?
Talk about a guy who means all business. Donald Cerrone making his way here inside the AT&T Center as Ben Henderson awaits. This for the lightweight interim title bout. He was involved in that bout back in January with Jamie Varner. Incidental contact. Varner's down on his knee. He connects the head with it. Fight in the 5th round, they call it, and unfortunately he's on the losing end of that one.
Yeah, at that point in the fight, again, so everybody understands, the fight was called due to an unintentional illegal blow.
Right.
So at that point, the fight had gone far enough that they went to the scorecards. So at 4 rounds, they went ahead and gave it to Jamie Varner and won a split decision. I think a lot is due to the fact of the takedowns and getting in good position on Donald Cerrone. I think right off the bat in this fight, he needs to go ahead and impose and put some kind of fear into Ben Henderson for taking a shot. If Ben shoots, Donald Cerrone needs to do something to punish him. And I think in the Jamie Varner fight, he gave up the takedowns too easily because of his confidence off his back that he went ahead and decided, oh, if you take me down, I'll submit you. But that wasn't the case, and that's what is now what happened. So in this fight, again, he needs to make it a little bit more difficult for Ben to take him down and look to punish him for it. By right off the bat, you know, if he then changes levels, right off the bat, Donald Cerrone's knee needs to come up and show him that he's going to make him pay for taking any shots on him.
As we take a look at the Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, what a fighter, pro kickboxing experience. Most of his wins also coming by way of submission, and this guy is extremely dangerous in the clinch.
That clinch, he can jump for arm bars. It really is very dangerous Muay Thai and very dangerous jiu-jitsu. The only flaw right now in his game, and which he's working on, is maybe the wrestling area. But working at Greg Jackson's, you have some excellent guys taking shots on him on a daily basis. From Rashad Evans to George St. Pierre to his training partner there, Leonard Garcia. So if he has to be anywhere to work on that area of his game, he's definitely in the right camp.
As we take a look at the tail of the tape for this lightweight championship. Donald Cerrone, 26 years of age, 6 feet tall, 154.5 his weight, his reach 73 inches. For Ben Henderson, 25 years of age, 5'9", 155, his reach 70 inches. So we are set to go. Interim lightweight championship, we set it down to Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, from AT&T Center here in San Antonio, Texas, it is time for the main event of the evening. 5 rounds scheduled for the WEC Interim Lightweight Championship of the World. Sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director William Coons. The 3 judges scoring this bout at cage side on the 10-point must system are Anthony Townsend, Ruben Carrion, and Glenn Crocker. And now, fight fans, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. For the thousands in attendance here at AT&T Center, San Antonio, make some noise! Are you introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight, 155 pounds. He brings an outstanding professional record into the cage. 9 victories with just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, here is Ben "Smooth" Henderson. Next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. A Muay Thai fighter. At 6 feet even, he weighed in 154.5 pounds. Professional record, 10 victories, just 1 defeat, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, here is Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone. Referee in charge of the action, Kerry Hatley.
All right, here we go, gentlemen, here we go. Here we go. Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Donald. Okay, gentlemen, this is the WEC main event of the evening. For the WEC Interim Lightweight Championship of the World, I expect you to conduct yourself like main event fighters, obey my commands at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Gentlemen, let's touch them up and go to war. Come on, here we go.
It will be Donald Cerrone going head-to-head with Ben Henderson. This one's scheduled for 5 rounds. An early mistake by Cerrone. Henderson just decides to charge on him.
Nice guillotine right now that Cerrone has on him, though. Look at that. Oh, he has a tight
Breaking the
guillotine.
neck.
if he just pulls guard now too, it might just finish it off. Oh, that's a power guillotine over the top.
Henderson may have made a mistake by rushing in.
If he gets out of this, that is a tough, that is a deep choke. I haven't seen many, I don't think I've ever seen anybody in competition. When that hand goes behind the head with a guillotine like that, it is over with usually.
Well, we saw him get rocked by Shane Roller.
What a combination. Looks like he's gonna get out of this one, but is he gonna get his arm caught though? He's got his head out. I can see that the chin is relieved out from the triangle choke, but that doesn't mean he's safe from getting an arm bar.
Well, we talked about Donald Cerrone's striking ability, Frank. He is showing everything tonight.
Let's see if the elbows start raining down from Donald. Wow, already, I mean, those are some awesome, you're right. Again, we keep talking Donald Cerrone, Muay Thai guy. But look at the submission attempts and the transitions that he's gone to already in the first 30, 40 seconds of the fight. How much did that take out of Ben, though? Return favors with a guillotine of his own. Wow. That is...
So how do you like that first minute 45?
Phenomenal. Championship fight, no doubt.
Ben Henderson in the black trunks, Donald Cerrone in the white trunks.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. What Donald needed to do to begin with is make Ben pay for wanting to go to the ground with him, or for shooting on him. And right there, that's in the back of Ben's mind right now, that when he stuck his head up on his hip, that guillotine attempt, the two that he transitioned to were vicious. Super quick right hand coming from. Took the single, dropping down right now for the head inside single. See if he uses his foot to go and sweep down.
Are you surprised that Henderson took the single?
Yeah, off the kick? No, not at all. I think he needs to. Now he has a good deep double. He's got the hands locked behind the hips. He could rip Donald Cerrone down from here. He just needs to pull his legs away from the cage. Just one explosion. His hands are connected. Explode and pull back. Explode. There we go.
There you go.
But right now, right off the bat, he's already in submission trouble. Here comes the triangle. Ben did a good job identifying that time. With the knees inside. Pass the feet over. There's some nice strikes. That's a perfect way to stay inside a guy's guard. See how Ben's driving forward? There, head up and rain down destruction with your hands. There we go. Watch the up kicks though. Omoplata attempt. Oh, it's too loose there. He's gonna be okay in this position.
Cerrone tries the double up kick. Henderson responds though.
That was just tenacity there. He drove forward.
Ahead, man. Let's go.
Donald was pushing up to get up to his feet, doing a hip exit.
Controlling the ankles. Henderson now.
Henderson's in phenomenal conditioning. To be stuck in 3 vicious chokes right off the bat for as long as he was and not even be breathing hard, testimony to the training camp that he's had.
What's the cup?
Under a minute to go here in round number 1. This one's scheduled for 5 for the lightweight interim belt.
This is exactly how you nullify a good guard guy. Donald Cerrone has probably one of the most dangerous guards in this division, and here he's having it nullified out by Ben. We were talking about how he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but excellent defense, excellent positioning. He's just, it's great transitions.
Not saying that Cowboy's out of his element here, but he does not look as comfortable as we normally see him.
Well, most guys, like Jamie Varner, laid on his chest. He stayed in tight, and that allows Donald Cerrone to work his rubber guard, work the high close guard. Right now, he's having a hard time working any guard because Donald is, Ben Henderson is not in any position to get submitted.
Round 2 when we return to San Antonio, Texas.
Here right off the bat, you see Donald made a mistake throwing high, slipped. Ben was all over him, shot in right now for the double, but here's where Donald Cerrone was locking up the guillotine here. Here he has it nice and tight, right across his throat, elbow down, and here he locked up the power guillotine and was able to switch off to the back, right into the triangle. It was a phenomenal transition from move to move. It was excellent. That was beautiful attacks. The only thing more impressive is that Ben survived that.
Good work, come on.
Round number 2. Ben Henderson in the black trunks, Donald Cerrone in the white. I'll tell you what though, Ben Henderson survived 2 submission attempts that I think any other fighter would have been tapping.
I'm curious to talk to him to see how far along he was in that. There, that's excellent on Ben. See now, fake the shot, go for the hands, fake the shot. He's not really, he doesn't want to get into a straight kickboxing match with Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone's had amateur experience there and pro experience in kickboxing. He doesn't want to fight him like that. He wants to fight an MMA style fight on his feet. There we go. Nice, beautiful takedown again. Went from the head inside singles, able to trap that far leg. Oh!
He misses.
He
and
slipped
Cerrone.
in. Donald has his back now. Gonna go ahead and go for the figure 4 body lock. See, too high on the back though. Excellent on Ben's part. He made a slight mistake there and Donald jumped on him, went for the back. Here he has head and arm control. He's holding the back of Ben's head. But again, see how great posture Ben has standing up? It's very hard to submit a guy when he's up in a position like this. Ben's pushing through. He has the half guard right now.
Cerrone's catching him with those back hammer fists.
Those are, I think, frustrating. What? I don't understand.
Donald's complaining about something.
I didn't understand either. Walking forward. But he's fighting from the bottom. He's going for the Kimura attempt right now. Over the top of the arm, under the armpit right there. He's got wrist control.
Benson, don't rest there. Keep his leg trapped with your feet.
Look at that. That's awesome right there. He's taking his back. Probably going to slip off and go for the arm. That he has the arm. Ben stepped over. I don't even think he grimaced. That's most guys. How cool. Oh, that was an elbow. This is, if the fight stays in this position, this is where posturing up again. Does need to get his head up though. The head down like that. Back, there we go. Oh! Driving the hips forward, walking forward. He just needs to walk right now, Donald, to the cage.
He's no danger of getting up kicks either. And he can just rain down on Cerrone.
Yeah, he's doing, this is exactly how you stay in someone's guard. I mean, really, honestly, I don't know how to teach anybody to do it better. Donald needs to go ahead and start getting his feet on the hips and pushing off. He can't use the closed and open guard and have his feet on the outside of the legs while Ben is up so tall and so erect. At this point, it's better to almost give up and go to half guard, so at least you can come down underneath. If a guy walks forward like this, you just keep eating punches. It's really hard to defend yourself in that position. Again, sinking down, trapping the hip. See, right now, there's not... But I mean, he's striking up top, but the shots Ben's raining down are hurting a little bit more.
Damage, yeah.
Those are more damaging. Oh. I can hear those shots from here, right?
Look how calculated Henderson is. He's standing, waiting for his turn.
Yeah, I mean, he can fight this way all night. Trapping the legs now. Knee bar attempt from Donald. The knee's kind of in there right now. Ben's a little too confident that he's going to get out of this.
Rotates around as we go under 37 seconds to go here in round number 2. Remember, this one is scheduled for 5 for the lightweight interim belt.
Nice. That's a beautiful job Ben Henderson's doing, going to the body and going to the head. He's not becoming predictable at all. And the fact that Donald's allowing him to control his shins the way he is making it very difficult to get caught with anything really devastating.
Under 10 seconds to go, round number 2.
Break.
Round number 3 when we return. So we go to round number 3.
Go to work, come on.
Conditioning does not seem to be a factor again in this fight. Both these guys have really approached this well.
Donald Cerrone in the white trunks, Ben Henderson in the black trunks.
The takedowns of Ben Henderson has really put a damper on the stand-up of Donald Cerrone. You can see now that because he's worried about being taken down, he's not opening up. I mean, when he's fought guys he knows are going to stand with him, his stand-up is much more wide open.
And we have the champion, Jamie Varner, sitting cage side. He awaits the winner of this one.
Wow. He needs to do something.
Wow.
Watch your back.
Frank, I think round number 1, you might have to give the edge to Cerrone because he pushed the pace. Round number 2,
and
I'd
the
say
submission
Henderson.
attempts. Really, the submission
Right.
attempts. Give them
Round
the first
2,
round.
I'd say Henderson.
Yes. And round 3 is not looking to be any different at the moment. If this is how this stays.
Cowboy is crafty, though.
Nice triangle again, but that one's a little bit... No, Donald's able to go ahead, Ben's passing again. Has the arm caught, trapping the legs. He's using that left hand now to stay in between the legs to help keep...
Not the back, Ben, not the back.
Just gonna hit the back of the spine. He's using his arm to go and trap to keep him reestablishing the guard, and now he went in, sunk in, he gets the right hook sunk.
Ben Henderson seems to be anticipating whatever Donald Cerrone is throwing at him. His defense has been great, and he has been raining down some damage on the Cowboy.
He's doing an excellent job. I mean, this is a textbook way of how you would have to fight Donald Cerrone.
Controlling the ankles.
He's throwing the punches, keeping perfect posture, sinking down, making Donald carry all his weight. And also, too, this is taking a lot out of Donald Cerrone. Anybody knows if you lay on your back and your legs are up on your chest, it's not easy to breathe. You can't get a nice, deep breath. That was a beautiful job. Great job getting back up to his feet. Drove with his feet on the hips of Ben Henderson, was able to get up. Oh.
There's any chance that Donald Cerrone has overlooked this fight because he's been so focused on getting Jamie Varner again?
There could be that chance, absolutely. There's been a lot of talk back and forth between him and Jamie Varner about what that fight was that happened back in January, and now you might see that where you get a situation where a guy's been overlooked. Great. Ben, I think, is there, is just catching his breath, backing up, looking to go ahead and get the takedown.
Shoots on him again, gets the single.
Running out, switching off to the double. Needs to watch out for that guillotine attempt, though.
Under 90 seconds to go here in round number 3. This one's scheduled for 5.
Going for the outside sweep there. Sat down, stuck in a slide of a crucifix because his head's down. That allowed...
How about the pace of this fight, too?
He gets his hands connected. Donald's going to go for a ride here. Donald needs to go ahead at this point, get his hands broken, spread his legs to break the hands, and the grip of Ben Henderson is connected right behind him.
He called it. Cerrone doesn't want any more of that. kick coming from Ben Henderson.
30 seconds left. Ben feels won this round again. Just needs to not make any stupid mistakes. Stepping over the back leg. Just needs to trap the far leg with his other hand. If he switches over and grab an ankle. Seeing that Donald's keeping his knee down, that's actually a mistake. Watch him use his right hand. He can actually go for a knee tap or grab that ankle. There he goes. Grabs the ankle. That's because Donald Cerrone was sprawled with his knees on the ground.
Break. Third round complete as this one is scheduled for 5. We'll be back with more World Extreme Cage Fighting. We get set for round number 4. I gotta say, Ben Henderson looks fresh.
Ben Henderson looks excellent.
All right, here we go. Let's go to work. Come on.
As Jamie Varner watches cage side. He stands to get the winner of this bout.
Wow.
Cerrone shoots on Henderson.
Reshot now. Ben did a great job to fit it up. Back into that power guillotine.
He's cranking on it. He is cranking on it. Cerrone's got him in trouble.
Wow, you can see Ben's face. He's not even grimacing. He just needs to go ahead and push on that elbow.
Get out there.
Official trying to check, make sure he's still there. Kerry Hatley on top of the action.
Ben, give me a thumbs up, man.
Ben gave him a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
He's fine. I gotta tell you guys, that choke is a phenomenally tight choke, and he's okay. I don't know how. I really don't.
Has he dropped the chin enough, Frank, to allow him to just keep breathing?
This isn't really a wind choke. You go across the carotid arteries. It cuts the blood off to the brain like a rear naked choke. I don't know what's going on in there for this choke not to be working. If he pushes on that elbow, though, Donald Cerrone's hand's gonna pop out.
How do you like that from Ben Henderson?
And he comes right back. That was a nice, beautiful body kick. I think he's showing. Now, is that discouraging? I gotta tell you, as a submission artist, when I catch a guy in a submission like that, and I know that it's 99% your lights out, and it doesn't even faze you, it takes a little bit out of you. It really does. Just to stand there. He could have reshot from there, I think. Donald doing his takedown defense has improved. Nice fake there, and then Donald, you see right there, that knee was going to come straight up. I think Ben's just looking to get a takedown, stay on top for about 30-40 seconds, steal the round.
Donald Cerrone looks a little bit frustrated, Frank, as we go under 2:20 to go here in round number 4. This one is scheduled for 5. Cowboy's got some fans here in San Antonio.
Great job of stuffing the head. Oh, nice switch off the single.
No need.
Oh, he got his legs trapped. That's going to be a takedown. Donald made a great job of avoiding the takedown on the first attempts. Oh, got the knee.
Squall goes to a knee.
He did a great job of pushing the head off. There he was able to break the grip of what I thought was for sure a takedown. If he's able to stop and get another takedown from here, this will start disheartening Ben Henderson because he's in deep.
Under 90 seconds to go here in round number 4. Donald Cerrone in the white trunks, Ben Henderson in the black trunks. This for the lightweight interim belt.
Ben Henderson might be the most conditioned athlete I've seen in the WEC. I can't believe the composure and the look on his face right now. Wrestling is the most fatiguing aspect of our sport. for him to shoot shot after shot like this and not be always successful, that is wow, that's incredible. You got three-quarter Nelson there. He's able to defend it.
Cerrone's going to say, I'm going to deliver some of the blows that you've given to me in the earlier rounds. Henderson, though, working off his back, defensive posture. Might be stunned there momentarily, but look at him. Still looks fresh. Cowboy, though, starting to get a little momentum as we go to 10 seconds to go here in round number 4.
I think Donald has definitely won this round.
Break.
So we go to a 5th and final round. Let's take a look at some of the submission attempts we saw, Frank, in round number 4.
Same guillotine here again. He's able to go ahead and lock it up, put the hand over the back. This is basically, for all practical purposes, well, here he goes for the triangle after going from the first darces from round 1. This was a phenomenally tight choke. Here in round 2, he switched off the back and slid down from a triangle armbar attempt. Ben was able to get his head out and step over the top to alleviate pressure from the elbow. And in round 4, he was able to lock up again a guillotine. Here, puts the hand behind the back. And again, this is like an upside down rear naked choke. This is one of the tightest ways I know to go ahead and put a choke on somebody.
The 5th and final round. This one for the lightweight interim belt.
I really think this fight might come down to this round. First round could have went to Donald Cerrone. 4th round went to Donald Cerrone.
2 and 3 though.
2 and 3 I gave to Ben Henderson. So I really have this fight. We both in agreement that it's 2 and 2.
So which fighter can battle off the fatigue and get the victory here with under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here from San Antonio, Texas?
Ben's really fighting for this takedown. He needs to go ahead.
I think Cowboy's found his rhythm.
Yeah, a little too confident there. He walked in. He might just have given up an easy takedown here. He was doing well right there, but he's getting back up. If he can get that right leg out, he can stand up.
Donald says, let's stand it up. Let's stand it up.
Here we go, let's go.
3:15 to go in the final round. I don't know what his corner told him, Frank, but Donald Cerrone, latter part of round 4 and here in round number 5 is a different fighter than we saw in 2 and 3.
He woke up. I think sometimes he's a little too relaxed. That caused him sometimes to take some careless chances. His corner definitely woke him up because he's turned this fight around. It went from looking like it was going to be a sweep from rounds 2 through on to where he was able to turn it around. Looks like Ben actually secured the takedown right now. He's got the foot trap so he can avoid that guillotine and omoplata attempt right now. Stuck in an omoplata. But I think this is really not a bad position for Ben to be in right now. He could rest for a second, and once he gets that arm out, he's going to end up on top. And right now, Donald Cerrone, if he misses this submission attempt, Here gets another triangle, armbar. Ben is just as tough.
Yeah.
I don't know who's tougher.
So impressed.
Got his head out. He just needs to go ahead and really step around the legs. Or go ahead and next time he opens the guard, stick his knee in between to block it so it doesn't come again. If he stays in this position, the halfway submission, it's an edge out the round towards Donald. Did he just say thumbs up?
Yeah, and
what
Benson
the
leaned
heck
over and
is
gave him a
going
thumbs
on?
up.
This guy might not be, wow.
How flexible is Ben Henderson? Are you kidding me?
That is a tough human being. That's discouraging as a submission artist to do that to somebody. Almost ripped their shoulder out of the socket, and they're giving the thumbs up to the referee.
Under 40 seconds to go. This is the 5th and final round. Big up kick from the Cowboy. Frank, we are under 15 seconds. How do you see this one playing out?
I think Donald's went and pulled off the decision right now. He's able to win. It depends on that first round. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, Jesus.
That's it.
Hell of a fight, man. Hell of a fight.
And somehow Ben Henderson escapes with all his body parts intact. What a fight. We'll have the official decision when we return. Right now, let's set it inside the cage. Joe Martinez has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 of the most intense and amazing rounds in the history of the WEC, give it up one more time, San Antonio! And now we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges scored about the same, 48-47 for your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the WEC interim lightweight champion of the world, Ben "Smooth" Henderson!
Oh my God!
Ben, for all the fans here in San Antonio, Texas, that was amazing. You've got to tell us, not once, not twice, but 5 times he had you in submissions that any other fighter would have tapped out. How did you escape?
First and foremost, as always, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Can I get an amen? Amen! Donald Cerrone, my hat's off to him. Great, great guy. That was an absolute war. That's exactly what I wanted coming into the fight. Now I don't ever want to do it again. Please, no. No more. Jamie Bonner, we got a date! Phoenix, Arizona! Let's do it! Yes!
Jamie, come on in here. We got you in here. We might as well talk to you. You sat cage side. Come on, San Antonio, give some respect. You sat cage side and you saw a tremendous war. What did you see?
You know, Donald Cerrone once proved again that he's a tough dude. I thought Ben Henderson's wrestling would be the deciding factor in this fight, and it was actually more his heart and his submission defense that was the deciding factor. So my hat's off to him. It's going to be a tough fight. Donald, I don't like you, but You're one of the toughest dudes I've ever seen, I've ever met, I've ever watched fight. You're a fighter's fighter.
So how soon will you be ready to fight Ben Henderson?
Let's do this in December. Let's do it whenever. I want this fight in my home state, where Ben trains, where I train. I want to do it in Phoenix, Arizona. So hopefully we can make that happen.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Once again, your winner, Ben Henderson.